I want to go into more detail on why we should be wary of this company Blockstream and the changes that they're planning on making to Bitcoin. It is no accident that under Blockstream's development, that Bitcoin has become completely unusable as a currency. This is because the primary way that Blockstream plans to make a profit is through the use of sidechains. To use these sidechains, you send your Bitcoin to a special Bitcoin address where it's cryptographically locked away, and then you receive a separate coin in equal amount to spend on a separate blockchain. We'll call these Blockstream reserve tokens to be spent on Blockstream's sidechains. This is eerily similar to the system that Bitcoin was made to combat. Like Bitcoin, our money used to be based off scarcity, usually in the form of precious metals. Precious metals were not a perfect system. They were heavy and not easily divisible, making smaller transactions difficult. This is when the bank stepped in and offered to hold your gold and give you a receipt showing that you are the owner of this gold. People started using these receipts to transact with one another because they were as good as gold. With almost no exceptions in history, the banks always start printing out more notes than they have gold in the vaults to back it up. This leads to massive inflation and financial disarray, which is why Bitcoin was created in the first place. Compare that to today, where Blockstream has made Bitcoin intentionally slow and expensive to use so microtransactions are not an option. They have claimed it to be a store of value, as gold is. Blockstream even claims in their white paper that they are free to try economic experimentation and technical experimentation on these sidechains because technically they aren't Bitcoin. Remember that Blockstream is a bank-owned company with bankers' interest. What kind of experimentation do you think they're willing to go with? Before Blockstream sabotaged the development of Bitcoin, it wasn't slow, fees weren't high, and it wasn't a store of value, it was a currency along with that. The reason behind all of this is simple. If the block size is raised, then the profit goes to the miners, the community who keeps the Bitcoin system running. And if the block size stays small, the profit goes to the banks and institutions for their sidechains and payment channels. We need to keep Bitcoin out of the bank's hands and into the people's. Support Bitcoin Cash, the real Bitcoin.